So I got the pleasure of going to work for 3 hours before I even came to this class today. And when I got to work, my manager told me that I got the pleasant task of doing everyone's least favorite thing. And that is what my problem is, and that's price changes. The problem is that the price changes right now, like at most stores, they're paper. And actually, I brought in a bag just to show you guys, to show you how awful it is that I only got to do around, before finishing all my other tasks, I got to probably do 30 price changes, and this is what I'm left with at the end of the day, just doing that. And the list of price changes I had today is around 500 items, so I could probably fill up 6 of our bags, just of garbage and waste. So the price changes are inefficient overall. They're so terrible to do. They're time consuming to do around 50 price changes today. It probably took me around an hour to find them, fix the labels that are wrong, and actually get tags and put on to put the labels in because they're always falling off. It's obviously a waste of paper. You can see that going through the 500 price tags that I have to do, it will probably use around 30 pieces of paper, including the 30 pieces of paper that tells us, that lists where everything is. And another downside of this is that price changes causes a lot of confusion between employees because they're usually not in the right spaces, they're getting knocked down, and no one wants to do them, so they get left, and that usually leaves me at 3 in the morning to do them, to try to finish them before the set date is due for it, otherwise our store gets in trouble. Like I said, they're getting lost or broken, which leads to them, our customers being unhappy because online it says these items are for sale, but someone knocked down the sign, so they're complaining at the registers, or a sign gets left up even, so they're demanding the sale price when that was from a week ago, and we really can't give them that sale price anymore, so they're complaining online and leaving us bad reviews. The solution to this is the electronic labels and ad signs. They're not too popular yet, but some stores are implementing them around here. Where I see them the most is Kohl's, but Home Depot has them, and Sears. And to make this change easier, I would suggest doing this in transition stages, so it's not so costly at one time, and we wouldn't have to shut down the store to change all the labels at one time. For this first transition, I would suggest doing group items like our paint, paper, and frames, and seasonal items because they're not going to be there that long anyway. The benefits of this is our customers would be so much more happier if we had signs and labels that wouldn't be getting knocked down and are changed automatically. I probably get stopped by a customer 3 to 4 times just working in a 5-hour period to say, what's the price of this? Why don't you guys have this out? Where's the sale sign? And crafters can get pretty angry about not knowing what the price is. So our efficiency would be boosted. We would be seen as more reliable to everyone, and our service would improve. These price tags can also be updated from a computer, so you wouldn't have to go around pressing everyone to change the prices. It would also tell us how much we have in stock, so we wouldn't have to go back and check for anyone to see if we have more. It would automatically say it on the label to say if we have any more, and it could tell us also if we need to refill the shelves. And probably the best thing about this is the paper cost is lower, and we wouldn't have to be messing with that garbage anymore, so we can save some trees. The cost of these electronic labels for the little single item ones are about $5 approximately, and the bigger ones that list multiple items run around $20 for it. For the individual ones, I would say we start with around 400, and then the ad signs we would do around 40 because we need to do it in transition stages because we have around 10,000 items at Michael's. So doing 5 times 10,000 is already $50,000, and our paper cost doesn't run that much, but the benefits of switching to electronic signs beat spending a little bit more than keep doing the paper items. So our plan, like I've said, is to do transitions into this. So we would get ad signs for seasonal items and items in large quantity. The top picture is our gingerbread display that we have right now, and it has different gingerbread kits on all 4 sides, and they're approximately the same price, but if we had the sale sign that has all of them listed at one side with the original price and the sale sign. It would make it so much more easier. And so we'll start with approximately those. And then for the individual ones, we would do items that we change often or are hard to change. On the bottom picture is our jewelry section, and for some odd reason, the prices are on the back of the items, and you know, they're crammed in the shelves. There's probably like 300 items in one drive aisle for jewelry. So changing the prices behind it, you get to take down the items, put up the price tag, put all the items back, and that takes for hours. And then the items that would change the most that we would need the individual labels for are kids' crafts, framing changes probably weekly, and then scrapbooking items. So in conclusion, Michael needs to do this transition to stay updated with the times and make our customers more happy. Using the electronic labels and ad signs would help us put more time with things that we need to do and less time picking up these pieces of paper and cleaning up and answering customers' questions about prices. And it would also help back against online shopping, because a lot of people just go online now because you know it's in stock, you know what the price is, and it's the hassle of you going to the store and finding the item is taken away.